Left.
That's it. That's it. Coming at y'all full force. Got a lot to cover this week,
Mm-hmm.
especially in sports with college football kicking off.
Mm-hmm. A lot
Um,
of great games this week, man. Or
Hell
last week.
yeah. Awesome, awesome. We're gonna do the black business shout out, of course,
Mm-hmm.
putting y'all on to another black business as we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Keep y'all up to date with the latest Rich Dreams apparel info as well. Let y'all know what's going
Mm-hmm.
on with the brand, where
Mm-hmm.
you can find our latest content, latest drops, and
Mm-hmm.
everything of the sorts. And of course, got to hit you with that real life ish topic.
Mm-hmm.
This week we going over, man, getting out of them bad relationships, y'all. And now I'm just playing. We covering toxic environments, which could be synonyms. You never know.
Nah, that's definitely one for sure. Relationships for sure.
That's it. Hey, it's your boy G. It's Smok3og. It's the Rich Drink Show. Holla at us.
You are now tuned in to the Rich Dream Show.
Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the Rich Dream Show. I am your co-host Smok3og here with my boy, the big dog. What's going on with you, G?
Man, I've been good, man. Can't complain, bro. She could
Don't
be
make
worse.
no sense to.
Nah, man. Who gonna
For sure, for sure.
don't make
Um,
no sense at all.
Man, thank y'all for tuning in for us for another week. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, it's the Rich Dream Show checking in. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor, the Now Legacy Network. Straight up and down, holding us down since day one. You can catch us live streaming on their Facebook page every Friday at 7 p.m. Shout out, shout out. Make sure you logging in and catching all the great content that they have, different interviews, different podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
anything that you need if you want to just take out some new content, get away from the day to day, and maybe get into some things that you just might not be abreast of because they sponsor the underlooked and the underserved. The Now Legacy Network.
Mm-hmm. That's
Straight
the
up.
motto.
Straight up.
El
Um,
Lotto. What that boy say?
hey man, I get the 7 digits from your mama
From your
tomorrow.
mama for $1 tomorrow. Yeah. That
Yee.
was cold. That was cold.
Sickening. Of course, we want to give a shout out to our other sponsor, Rich Dreams Apparel. Make sure you logging in on your Etsy shop, etsy.com/Rich Dreams with two Z's. Don't sleep on your dreams or they'll haunt you in your nightmares.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Um, we got new merch over there. We got the shorts. We got the Dreamers Club shirts and everything that's on there that's just dropped. Hopefully, happy Labor Day to y'all. Hopefully, I was able to catch the sale, man. You know, we are one of those brands that value ourselves and we know our worth, so we don't do a lot of discounting. So when you catch the sales, I hope you catch the sales.
Yeah, and I think we I feel like we have reasonable prices for what we put out. So,
No facts.
but definitely we wanna if we can catch a sale or opportunity where it can be a good sale or a good event to have a sale. I think we'll do more of it in the future.
Man,
We'll
look,
do more of it in the future. But tonight it ends tonight at 11:59.
shit.
Well, tonight we nobody will know about this, but it'll be over by the time this episode drop. But yeah, the
Yeah.
sale, the sale, the Labor Day sale, yeah, it was
Hold
okay.
on.
We're just speaking in the future, man. But yeah,
Real
no
quick,
doubt.
man.
Appreciate the people that did support the Labor Day sale. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
I can't get my camera right, but yeah, appreciate the people that did support the Labor Day sale.
Mm-hmm.
And that's till midnight, G.
11:59.
11:59.
11:59.
So you might want to get on your Etsy, etsy.com/Rich Dreams by 11:55. You know,
For
give
sure, because
yourself a couple minutes.
sometimes the Wi-Fi might be a little,
Anything.
yeah.
Shop with us. That little plug, I'll post that.
Yeah.
Anywho, anyway, let's get on for the topic for today.
Hmm.
Um, we going over toxic environments, man.
Okay.
Um, you know, and it honestly, in whatever situation you're in, whether it be personal, relationship wise, you want to be able to identify first that you
Hmm.
in an environment that's just not good for you, that's not matching up with your energy, and
Hmm.
kind of bringing you down. And then, of course, we want to figure out how to stay away from those environments
No
um,
doubt.
as much as possible. I mean, in anything that you do, um, one experience I'm personally dealing with is toxic work environment, which I've dealt with it in the past, so I kind of know how to
Right.
maneuver. But having to stay away from certain people because all they looking to do is activate you or nitpick or you know
What's the new word they use nowadays? What the new
oh
kids say?
trigger
Gaslight you.
gas like
Gaslight you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gaslight you.
hey that's one of those things that you want to look for
Right.
if you feel like you are being gaslit. That probably the word be just because it get used so much, bro.
Gaslit, man. Yeah.
They lit the flame on that thing, did not stop.
Come on now. You can't let them do that to you.
Like, hey, can you hand me this? Don't you gaslight me.
You knew what you was doing.
Oh man.
Boy, I tell you.
Um, seriously, just making sure that you put yourself in the best situation for you to transcend. And
Hmm.
if you can't, just separate yourself,
Hmm.
or just kind of be above the toxicity. Um, what's a way when you realize that you're in a toxic environment or toxic situation that you try to go ahead and differentiate yourself real quick? Or have you been in an experience recently where you had to do that?
Uh, well, for right now, I have where I'm at right now. As far as work, let's start with work. What a work environment. I'm in a suite, so if if it's a situation where people outside of my suite or doing too much, getting on my
Yeah.
nerves, whatever. You know, hypothetically, I could just close my door and that'll
Yeah.
be that. but but of course, in the past, I've been in situations like that, and for me,
Probably more so when you were in the environment where it was multiple chairs and you wouldn't just you,
well,
huh?
yeah, or just like when I was in the workforce, as far as like a regular job type thing, for
Mhm.
sure. But me, what once I'm able to identify, okay, me and this person, we don't really mesh well. I kind of back away from it. I kind of, even if this person, prime example, um, Burger King, um,
Early communication.
we had and honestly, we got for me, I know at least, like we got real cool by the end of my tenure there at Burger King, but Ash.
Okay.
A lot of us didn't really, a lot of us had our little clashes with Ash. You know what I'm saying? Like she came in, well, she was there. I know for me, she was there before me. So
Same.
she was kind of, so yeah. So then. So she was one of those people that thought like she knew everything. You
Yeah.
couldn't tell her nothing. She was always trying to get on you about stuff. So when I noticed you that type of person, I just put you over here, and I ignore you for I don't even let you get a reaction out of me,
Right.
you know. But for some reason, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like once she got pregnant, like she just calmed down. Like she got real cool after that. Like we was cool after that. I
Yeah.
don't know about y'all, but we was cool after she got pregnant and all that. She seemed like she calmed down some.
I
But
mean, I guess the hormones did a reverse thing,
I guess so, man. I
Yeah.
guess so. But yeah, that's just an example of a time where it was a little bit like because it used to annoy me, how
Right.
she would operate in there. So, but now shout out to Ashley. Like I say, we got cool after that, but we was younger or whatever. But like I say though, but in general, man, I just try to stay away from it, and just stay in my little bubble or the people that I am cool with, and we do mesh well. I just fool with them. I don't try to keep trying to build something with this person that I'm clearly not able to for whatever the reason is.
Right.
Um, so I just kind of like just let that fall by the wayside. But as far as relationship, uh, I don't really like to do a lot of arguing. I like to call what I guess if there's a problem, I like to say use the term discussion.
Yeah.
I don't like to do a lot of arguing, a lot of cussing, talking over, disrespecting. Like, nah, that's not really
Have
how.
you
Not to say that I haven't before, but
right.
that's not really how I operate. Um,
From your just even keelness
mhm,
and just kind of laid back personality,
mhm.
I've heard this phrase used a lot. Have you ever been called nonchalant?
Nonchalant, um, nonchalant for sure. What's the other one? Um, um, I forgot what. Oh man, what's the other word I've been called? But definitely nonchalant. Um,
And
Not caring as much,
and
because but
yeah,
and it's crazy. Like with dealing with women, it's and this is all things that I've been called in the past when I was like single and dealing with different women or whatever for whatever time that was, and it's like at the time it made me feel like, well, because I won't let you get me out of my character.
dictate, yeah, my
I'm
emotions
called,
and
yeah, I'm
everything.
called nonchalant or I don't really care. Whatever. Like, but I'm just like, bro, like, if I'm not, what's the problem? So you
Yeah,
wanna? So is that you think that's the way of me showing you that I care or what? Like, what's the deal? Like, so I'm just, like I say, probably since my mid 20s, man. I've been like this probably since then for sure. I would say mid maybe 23, 24. Since then, bro. Like I don't you're not gonna find me never putting my hands on a woman. Definitely not that. Not being aggressive toward a woman. Like I say, I don't even
you
really.
know, a lot of us come from that baby boy generation where we think because we doing all that displays passion.
Right. He cares or she
Yeah,
cares. Yeah.
when in the outside broad healthy way of looking at it, it's like, okay, if something is causing you this much stress and this much strife, does it really need to be connecting together?
That's exactly how I feel. I feel like if it's this if we're arguing and disrespecting and doing all of this so much, what are we doing?
Right.
We obviously don't need to be together. We probably don't even need to be friends. Like, you know, but it's way too many people, and I say and that's I think another reason why you have domestic abuse cases. Uh women staying in relationships, getting abused, but which is totally wrong. It's
Yeah.
wrong. Like I don't
Okay.
believe in hitting a woman. I don't believe in abusing a woman. Now, if
What if they
what I
just
do believe
identify as a
is,
woman?
huh?
What if they just identify as a woman?
I'm not even finna talk about nothing like that. But yeah, I believe if a woman hits you and that woman mind, she
Mhm.
should expect to get hit back. It don't matter if it's a man or a woman.
I mean,
Don't
at this
think.
point, we've seen enough video evidence to show that some of these dudes don't care.
What do you mean?
Like I just seen a couple videos where a chick, like you saying, think
Uh-huh.
it's all sweet. I'm just gonna smack him up and get rocked.
Yeah. Uh, like I say, I'm not a dude that would do anything like that. If anything, I'm gonna try to restrain you. As you know, for a woman, I'm gonna try and restrain you.
For sure.
But man, listen, nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. And if anybody put their hands on, no matter if it's a woman putting their hands on a man, you
Agreed.
should expect to get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should expect to get hit. I'm talking about if you slap or punch a man in the face, you should
But
expect to get hit.
at the end of the
Don't
day,
go
everybody
crying
keep
wolf
their
like
hands to
you was
themselves.
totally innocent and you
Yeah,
hit this person first.
that's a fact.
So like I say, I'm not like that. That's not in me. But it's in some men to be like, nah, you ain't gonna hit me and I don't hit you. But it's
Yeah,
so. But yeah, man, like and like I say, and that's how those cases end because they start off arguing a lot.
yeah,
Then it start getting physical. Me, I'm a dude like I don't even like to play fight with my woman.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't even want you comfortable hitting on me or nothing like that.
yeah. Because
And I
all
ain't
it
gonna
takes is one,
that's how it
one mess up.
starts.
Yeah,
That's how it starts. You play fighting, and when she get throw a little temper tantrum, she might slap you on the back or slap you on
yeah.
the back. That's how it
You
starts.
know,
Now,
you know how it be with your little cousins.
yeah.
Hey, stop playing. You hit them too
Then
hard,
when
and
it
they get the
escalate to a real serious level, not
man.
just some small petty stuff.
Mhm.
Then that's when the problem occurs. So yeah, I don't even like to play. I don't even like to play hit or nothing like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, we ain't finna do none of that. Mm-mm.
I like the everybody keep the hands to themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
What are we hitting on each other for?
we adults. We adults.
Yeah,
We
I don't want to
look.
get hit.
Everybody got a podcast. We use our words now.
Man, I don't want to hit nobody, and I don't want nobody hitting me, man.
Yeah, agreed.
Period. Exactly.
I
What
say,
about you though, man?
I
what do you think? What work environment? What's going on at the job, man? Come on, vent, man. Talk to
first thing I want to say is zero tolerance on that. If you in an environment where it got physical, get out of there quick.
relationship.
Anything, shoot. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
definitely,
for sure.
especially relationship. But
Relationship. Yeah. And relationships. And we ain't just talking about women. We talking about men. It's men out here that's getting
exactly,
hit on by that.
exactly.
We seen
Everybody.
old boy. Remember old
Women
boy was
days
singing.
too.
Remember that boy was singing. The small dude, and the girl came in the bed, and I'm talking about hit him hard, and he just kept singing.
Man,
See, we need to pray for that man. Now that man might be man. I ain't no telling
yeah,
what that man.
he got a little shine off of it. I think he went viral a couple times because they had some more videos.
Yeah, bro.
But in
You
the
don't want to
long
be
run, that's just not good. That's traumatic.
nah.
That's true.
But now on a serious note,
But
anybody
no,
that's in
just
that.
at the job, man, just regular stuff. People in positions, higher ups, as they say, that really don't even do the work that they should be doing to be in those positions.
Okay.
They get to make certain calls and make life harder for other folk that actually have to work and have to deal with the day to day operations and stuff. Um, it's just politics, basically.
that's kind of what come with working in the corporate world though.
Oh yeah,
You got to kind of take the good with the bad with that. Yeah, that's what come with it.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, I was going to try to say a specific example without divulging too much information because
Don't get yourself in trouble, man. They still
they
paying you.
try to incriminate
They
you.
still paying you, though.
uh, but I use somebody else as an example. Really, a person that's been in the running for a certain position. Position comes open, and it's given to somebody who is already underperforming at their current position,
Okay.
doesn't really even know everything that was needed for the promotion,
Okay.
but because they're uh, a brown noser, uh,
Hey, a
they
brown noser, man.
because they don't mind getting them knees dirty.
Ooh,
They
getting that nose brown,
they end up in the position, man, and
Yeah.
now they throwing their weight around, making the environment not where people want to work there. Actually, got people switching shifts
Mm,
just to get away from that, and it's one of those deals where
yeah.
if you're really about your people that are working, you don't make those type of changes in your
Right.
organization.
Right.
You do, you actually look at the grand scheme of things of, okay, what's actually needed, who's
Mhm.
actually the person that I feel can handle, who has a good
And
rapport.
actually do the job the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Who has a good rapport with the team, since they are supposed to be leading a team.
right,
Um, but when you don't take those things in consideration, you get those environments where people are lackadaisical, and you're wondering why things aren't getting accomplished and people are breaking rules.
right.
Look at the environment that you have them in.
Yeah,
They feel mismanaged.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think, man, that's a common thing in the corporate world for sure. Um, people tend to look out for people that are like you say, brown nose and
Yeah,
kissing up, all those type of things. Uh, ethnicity background,
yeah,
a lot of times, of course, in the corporate world, um, those are all things that come with being in that field. Which is why, man, which is why I love what I do, because it's all on me. Ain't
yeah,
nobody ain't nobody giving me no raise. Nobody's telling me, nobody's holding me back. I have to, as long as like you say, if you can do the job, if you can do it at a high level, you should get the position or the raise or the
yeah,
promotion, right? So in my line of work, all I have to do is just put the work in, get
yeah,
better every day, be consistent. Um, and I can get all out of what I do. I can get all of whatever I want out of what I do as long as I stay consistent and put the work in.
yeah.
So
And that's the
I love that
disgusting thing
freedom,
about it.
huh?
Yeah. That's the disgusting thing about it is they sell the complete opposite.
Yeah, but
Everybody
we been
sells.
knew that. We been knew that though.
Nah, not everybody, because not the kids, not the thousands of millions of kids that's in school right now.
But
Uh,
they dads should tell them that. Their
yeah,
mom should tell
hopefully,
them that. You know what I'm
hopefully, but
saying?
a lot of people don't. A lot of people are coached from a very young age to, hey, do this, play by the rules, and you will, succeed. You will go further. It's only about who does the best and who, puts in the work.
Yeah,
And
but that's super green though. I think that's especially for a black parent, for black men and women, for you to just sit up there and tell your kid that, knowing what they have to go into after they finish college, or if they don't need a degree to get into the corporate world, like if they want to sell cars, you don't need a degree to get into selling cars or anything like that, right?
it depends on where you're at.
Well, besides enterprise, like any other, like a typical car dealership, you don't really need a degree, right, to sell cars.
I think it still depends, because on like the higher end markets, you might need some type of, at least a certification or something.
Talking about like college degree.
That's why I say I don't know, because I have
Oh, okay, okay.
like so.
Yeah, I never really, besides where you worked at Enterprise, I never really heard of another car dealership, making you have to have a college degree.
Yeah,
But but no,
you
I
ain't
think
never
it's
bought a Maybach either. That's all
huh?
I'm saying. Like
A Maybach,
we talk about it from our scope of things when we
right?
we ain't seen like the highest level of stuff. So
Well, I mean, I know some people that sell some nice cars, though. I know some that sell some nice cars, but
yeah,
G wagons and shit like that. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe you need a general studies degree to sell a Maybach. Who knows?
hey,
but
yeah,
but no, but yeah, man. I think the parent is definitely doing a disservice to the kid if if you telling them, yeah, you should tell any kid to work hard. That's how you'll get the best results. But you still have to put them on game about the struggles of, like I say, for our people, it's gonna be certain struggles, especially in the corporate world. So if you're not telling them that, man, that's a big disservice. You really pushing your kid behind the eight ball if you're not telling them that, and letting them know what's ahead for them
yeah,
if they choosing to get into the corporate world.
agreed. Um, yeah, it's one of those things where, and I think we're getting away from it, but we need to be preaching more individualism, um, and more just following following the path of what your heart and what your mind is telling you that is something that you can contribute to the world.
Right.
Whereas just moving just to say, okay, I'm moving and I'm doing something just to
Mhm.
do something.
Yeah,
Um,
a true passion. Trying to
yeah,
find a true passion that like the rich dream.
yeah, yeah.
Find a passion that you can somehow monetize.
Because
Which in these days it shouldn't be that hard. To be
right,
honest.
there's so many different
Yeah.
avenues and different groups of people that have different niches and things you can get into. Because honestly, I think that's how toxic environments are created as well. People getting thrown into spaces that they don't want to be in, but because they've allowed us so much amount of time, or it's all that they know, they get trapped in that space, and because they're unhappy people, I can't do nothing but take it out on other people,
Right.
so on and so forth. All that energy is transferred.
Yep. No doubt. Um, yeah, which is why, like I understand. Um, Maybe your passion is sales. Maybe your passion, is selling cars. Maybe you're a car lover, and your passion happens to be sales,
Hmm.
or you're great at sales and you like to do it. Um, but like I said, as a black, as a black American man, it's gonna be some roadblocks ahead.
Yeah,
Most times,
yeah.
most times, it's gonna be some roadblocks ahead. So we have,
Especially if you're not a cookie cutter, fit the mold type of person. If you're not, you know, clean cut, as they say, uh,
mm,
if you didn't do a bunch of volunteer hours or extracurricular organizations when you were in school, like you can just it's hard to be just, I hate to say it, but a regular black person and succeed in the corporate world. They're looking for extra
right,
most of the time. Like whereas Jim, Justin, Tucker, whoever, they're
Tommy,
they just get to come in and off the merit of them being a good person and they
yeah,
have a family or they have a girlfriend.
yeah,
And that's all that it takes, because a good old Larry with his girlfriend, great person there.
and you get when Demetrius come through with the dreads and the beard, and he didn't go to any college, or you
So
know
so how'd you get here?
how,
How,
what made you want to do sales?
yeah.
Nah, man.
Love the hair. Love it.
Nah, man, and I mean, like I say, that can be, like I say, if you're not putting your kids, your younger nieces and nephews,
Yeah.
your younger cousins, your younger little homies that may be back in your neighborhood that's trying to get into the corporate world, like you doing them a disservice.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be some toxic environments waiting on them.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Honestly, I would
Nine
say
times out of
you
10.
kind of go into it just like you go into the dope game. Because this is a weird theory, but to me, it's very similar. I mean, you going to work for the white man essentially, pushing something that you may not even really believe in because it gets you money. And at the end of the day, it don't really equate to too much happiness.
Okay.
Uh, Besides really getting the money if you're not enjoying what you do. It's all dependent. But
Hmm.
I'm just saying, you pushing pedaling for the man at
Nah, no doubt
the
for that.
same token.
Yes, but like I say, they preach that to get everybody to buy in,
Yeah,
to make them more money. Like I say, but when it comes down to giving opportunities to certain people,
yeah,
um, we have to go over and beyond in that world.
yeah.
We have to go over and beyond. And it's crazy that I think most black people that get into the corporate world know this. Like I had a homegirl that she's in the corporate world. She's an accountant, and I really didn't notice at this point when she told me. She's like, "Bro, like we really get like undervalued. We get underpaid, and we find out about it. Like we actually find out about it." And I'm just like, "Damn, bro." She's like, we literally have to come to work dressed to the nines while somebody else can not wear makeup, can damn near wear jeans up here.
Right.
But if I come, I think she was like one day, like she said she's normally chipper around the office, speaking, hey, how you doing? But sometimes life hit. You may not be as chipper that day. Don't mean you have an attitude,
Yeah.
but you may not be as chipper. Um, she said she came in and she was a little quiet that day, and
She would have
the
like three
manager.
different people come up and be like, "Oh my God, are you okay? You don't
No,
seem
no,
like
no.
yourself."
It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even like, to me, that's normal. If I come to work and I'm, what's up, boy, and blah 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 blah, and then then a day I just, out of the blue, I just come and just be like, what's up, y'all? I would ask that person like, yo, you good, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless of the color, regardless of their ethnicity. But this what happened, bro. She got called into the manager's office and like basically like got in trouble for like yeah, we're gonna need you to kind of like basically on some like fix your attitude type shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, bro, like real deal, like yo, you need to tighten up, like, and I'm like, well, damn, did you get an attitude with her, man? She was like, nah, I just wasn't really
Right.
as talkative as I
And
normally
that's the
am.
crazy thing. All it takes is one day of basically you not being on your A game.
Right.
And
That's what it's. Yeah.
yeah,
That's it, man.
and that's the thing. If you're in an environment where you feel like you constantly have to be on or putting on this persona of yourself that may not necessarily reflect your attitude. Now I get it, you know, being a professional does come with somewhat masking certain emotions. You don't need to display everything that's going on in your head, especially when
Right.
you're working, with a face-to-face person or customer. But you definitely shouldn't have to be, you know, overly energetic or overly some feeling an emotion that you're not just to appease people on a day-to-day basis. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
man. So definitely do yourself a service if you realize you in an environment like that, uh, that's making you feel low energy, lethargic, that's causing you to, you know, lash out or in other areas of your life. Separate yourself from that. Develop a plan and realize what you need to change, whether it be the people, whether it be the place that you're going, and do that for yourself. Uh, and honestly, we create toxic environments for our own people. Unfortunately, just like with Coach Dion, a lot of people was on his head when he wanted to leave because he was leaving the HBCU
right.
and going to coach at a Power Five school. And it's like,
Right.
hello, he had an opportunity after not, and then not like saying he just did a disservice to where he was. He came, he set goals, achieved those goals, went above and beyond what was asked of him at the
Yep.
school, monetarily wise, gave, uh, you know, really, really supercharged that organization.
Right.
So when it comes time for him to advance himself,
Nah, we do.
come on, man.
You know how we do. You already know how we do.
But I know one thing, if nothing else, you better believe. I hope you
Yeah.
believe, dude, because do you believe?
So check it out real quick before we get into the game and all of that. Right. Real
Yeah.
quick. I've been since he left, like, I could have, it's a lot of people from Mississippi that stay out this way.
Yeah.
Some of them, their parents either graduated from Jackson State, or, they're alumni, or they have. So, I would talk to a couple of them about it. Like, man, how you feel about Dion leaving? And some is like, man, I understand. He had to go get that money, man. I can't knock him for that. Some I understand, but I ain't like how he, would preach the I'm here to change the narrative and help build HBCUs and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of get a mixture of both, and I'm just like, bro, like, I get it from the side of you may feel like, well, he should have stayed longer. So I asked one of my just this Saturday before the game kicked off.
Right.
I had a guy in there that actually is a GSU alumni, and he was basically saying, I ain't really like how close he was trying to get with the community, and saying that he was, for the HBC, all that blah blah blah. I say, well, bro, let me ask you a question. If let's say he said everything that he said, he still end up leaving after 3 years,
Mm.
but they was ass while he was there. They was still the same sorry ass JSU. Do you think
Exactly.
people would have cared as much?
Exactly.
And him himself, being a Jackson State alumni, said, probably not. So that's what it's about at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah.
The, you know, the glory is gone. Like
Right.
he's gone. Like
Don't
and
take
I
all that
get it.
winning and success with you.
The winning, the success is all gone now. At least to that level of what he was doing.
Right.
So I get why you're upset. Don't just try to put it on, man. I ain't like how he did. I ain't like how he was trying to like he with the with the HBCUs and trying to help build. But I say, man, well, so first off, he told the man, the AD, that he was only trying to be there 3 years.
Yeah.
And in those 3 years, he gave back, I think, over half of his money. I think we kind of went over that
Yeah.
earlier
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
last year,
We touched on that
early
one.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did all of this, and I'm like, what if that was just his mission in those 3 years?
Mm-hmm. Just to shine a
That,
light.
that, that they were just on TV the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Two of their games was on TV, right? Or I know they was on TV Saturday
Yeah.
or
Ain't got a
Sunday.
dub. Ain't got a dub.
They lost one too.
I know they won. Oh, okay. I know they won.
Yeah, they 1-1. They 1-1. So they've been on TV, bro. See, it's still after him.
What do you want?
It's still going after him. The exposure. Now they may not be as good,
Yeah.
but they still getting the exposure even after he's gone.
Fact.
So
Fact.
it's like, bro, like, man, you can't knock the man for that.
Nah, I agree, man.
But no, let's get into the game though. Let's get into the game.
Oh man.
Hell of a game.
Hit the food, bro.
Boy, I was behind on so many cuts trying to watch that game. I'm telling you, man.
Look, I was looking over the highlights because I ain't gonna lie, I actually missed the game, bro.
Oh, I seen the whole thing.
Yeah, my boy Silas called me. He's like, bro, did you see? I was like, see what? He's like, man, you just missed probably the best college football game. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, I went back and looked over, man. It was crazy how they was picking them apart. Like, and a lot of people had something to say about him picking his son to be the quarterback. But shoot, obviously he put in the work.
Right.
5 touchdowns. I think he set a school record.
4 TDs, 510 yards passing, 0 interceptions. Yep.
Man, that's nuts. Yeah, it was another
Crazy.
black QB that got 5 touchdowns that I'm thinking of. But man,
crazy. Man, and the thing is too, bro, I like how again, he's shining light on HBCUs.
mm-hmm.
As soon as they won, and they did an interview with him and Travis.
Right.
When they let him talk, he's like, man, I'm just going out here doing what I do. I'm a kid that was with the HBCU last year.
Hmm.
Just him mentioning that, bro. Just
Yeah.
him mentioning that. Come on, man. Them people ain't forgot. Like, bro, that's the chip on their shoulder.
Right.
That's the chip on the shoulder. That's the chip on Dion's shoulder too.
Yeah.
That's the chip on their shoulder. Like, okay, y'all thought just because we was balling out at a HBCU
Right. That we couldn't
that
do
it
it.
couldn't translate. It
Yeah.
wouldn't translate into Power Five. All right, okay.
Right.
So, I'm not a Colorado fan or anything like that. I'm a Dion fan. I mess with Dion.
Yeah.
So I
Coach
was happy
Dion.
for him, bro. I was happy for him to get the win. And like I said, it was a good game, bro. Like it was in that now first half they played pretty good defense, both teams.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was 17-14 at the half, Colorado.
Yeah.
Second half, man, nobody defense ain't come out there. It seemed like, either defense didn't come out there. But
Sound pretty similar to the Tigers.
oh no, they got good defense put on them. But they ain't play no defense yet. They got good defense put on them. We'll talk about that a little later. But
Yeah.
no, man, but they I think with Dion just looking at that game, just going off of what I seen, I think they got good. I think they have good on defense. I think they have good corners.
Yeah.
The linebackers are okay. They decent. Secondary period is pretty good.
Top notch. Okay.
Secondary pretty good. His son Shallow, he led the team in tackles. I think he's a safety.
Okay.
Um,
Makes sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Got a Hall of Fame safety out
right.
there leading the charge.
Right. And I think the defensive line though, not I think I know. They need to they're gonna have to tighten that up.
Yeah.
Because they ran for I think as a team, TCU ran for 266 on them. Their running back might have ran for 160.
Yeah.
He might have ran for 160 himself, and they actually stopped giving him the ball late in the game because they was passing it more.
That's tough.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. So offense though, they just need to tighten up the run game.
yeah.
Tighten
I
up the
mean,
run game.
if they're
And you can do that with scheme.
if their secondary is elite, that might be okay. Because I mean, at this point, especially in the college game, if you can't get no big plays through the air, you could probably live with somebody having a 150 plus yard day. Honestly,
Yeah.
ain't gonna really kill you.
Right. No. You gotta yeah, like I said, you can with the run game, they can kind of scheme that up.
Yeah.
They can scheme that up.
Yeah.
But man, Shador looked good out there, boy. I ain't lying. He looked good out there. I think
I watched every one of his touchdowns.
I'm ready to see them play against USC.
Yeah, that'll be a good tester right there for sure.
And they're at home actually on that game. They're in
Mm,
Colorado at that game. So
okay.
and let's not before we go to the next sports happening,
Yeah,
Travis fucking Hunter, bro.
like that.
Did you know the dude played in excess of 110 snaps going both ways the whole game?
Damn, I did not know
The
that.
nigga got a pick. Not the nigga, the young man, the young black gentleman. He got a
There you
pick. He
go.
could have had two picks, really. He dropped one.
Mm,
He had a pick. I think only maybe one ball got caught on him in like the first quarter. He had a pick and he had 11 receptions on offense for like 119.
nah, that's crazy.
Come on, bro.
That's nutty.
Come on, man. He had a 60, probably a 50 or 50 to 65 yarder that he just dropped. It was in what they call it, the bread basket. But when he hit the ground, it came out. He
Yeah.
got to get a little. He got to put a little bit more muscle on. He got to get a little stronger.
Okay.
I think he get a little stronger. Oh, he gonna be a beast, bro.
Man,
Oh, he gonna be nasty, bro.
that's
He
tough.
already nasty, but man,
Playing both ways, period, is crazy at the college level.
at that level for
But
sure.
150 snaps.
In the excess of 100, I know for sure 110 or 120 plus.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Talking
Yeah.
about conditioning,
You gotta be. You
bro.
gotta be conditioned for that, man. Gotta be.
Uh, I guess we'll go and talk about them Tigers, man.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, got tore up by FSU. You know,
Toe down. Toe down.
we look good in the first. Um, I think
We did. We looked okay. First half, right?
yeah, first half
First
it
half was okay.
was,
First half,
it
it
was
was
either
going
tied or
on.
we was up 17 or 14-17.
Something like that. It may have been tied.
Yeah, I think it might have been tied because
It
unfortunately,
was a close game.
like I do sometimes,
We were up 17-14. Okay.
sometimes as I do when watching these damn games, I click off at the half, and be like, yeah, I come back at the fourth or whatever, have other stuff to do. And boy, when I came back at the fin, I say, oh my God,
Yes, sir. Yep.
it's
That's all it takes is you take your eyes over for a quarter, especially in college, bro.
yeah. Um, can you think we can fix it?
Man. Uh Going back to last year, bro, I never really trusted the Daniels dude, quarterback.
Yeah,
He do some goofy stuff sometimes.
yeah.
Like I seen a play in the first half yesterday where he ran the ball. It might have been an RPO. I mean, he ran it, he kept it and ran it, and the dude literally jumped in the air and got popped.
Mm,
You gonna get yourself hurt, young man.
yeah,
That's exactly you gonna get yourself hurt, man.
yeah,
Um, but I don't think he got. I don't think he made good decisions with the ball. Like talking about it, and going back to the Colorado game.
yeah.
Like I said, I didn't really see Shador play much last
Mm,
year. I think maybe I might have caught like one game, the end of one game with them. But bro, that dude makes great decisions with the ball.
right.
It wasn't even a play, bro. I swear to you, it wasn't even a play where he threw the ball and it was almost picked off. It wasn't even one of them.
Throwing clean.
Clean throws. I think it was like 38 for 47. Boys, I know for sure it was like three drops that
Right.
happened. So that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? He probably
And,
damn near had 600 yards if they catch those.
and see what you're saying makes a lot of sense about Daniels maybe just not making the proper decisions because if you're looking at the stat line, he was 22 for 37 and FSU quarterback was 23 for 31. They both had 300 yards, but Travis had 4 touchdowns to Daniels is one.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah,
And how many picks did Daniels throw? At
they
least
both
two,
threw
right?
they both threw one interception.
Oh, I thought he threw at least two.
No, they
Okay.
both threw
Okay.
one. So
Okay.
it's like, yeah, you making some explosive plays, which I do think he has that capability.
Yeah.
He is an athlete,
Yeah.
and he does have a nice arm, but you know, making those key reads is what can kind of separate you from, about 20 points or so.
Yeah. Nah, man, that separates you for sure. Especially when the other team is good, man. You got to be sharp. You got to be on your game as a quarterback in college football.
Man, not everybody can get the luxury of Alabama playing MTSU for the first game.
Hey, yeah, they do that
Yeah,
on purpose,
yeah.
man. They do that on purpose. That's their preseason game.
Right, right. I say LSU, keep your head up.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
they
the
can
first
they can
game of
bounce
the
back.
season, and you had an actual opponent, actual competition, which can actually be good because it lets you know where you are.
Hmm.
You need to work hard and practice this week on some key elements. So I
Right,
think it bodes well going and getting that out the way, and
right.
they're
No, no doubt.
prepared.
No doubt.
Yeah. And hey, ain't like they was the most blown out. They got some basketball like scores. I just got to shout out Oregon versus Portland State, but 81-7. That's sick.
I didn't even see that. That's crazy. That's a basketball
And
score,
then
87.
I should have said this one
We
first, but
said
Ole
80,
Miss,
81.
yeah, yeah. and then Ole Miss beat Mercer, whoever that is, 73-7. Like, God dang, that's
Mercer
hard to sit.
had a good basketball team a few years ago, I believe. They had a good
Oh, they
college
made the
basketball
tournament.
team a few.
They made the tournament.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to say that was like Final Four, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. Yeah, I want
Right.
to say. Yeah.
Man, I want to fight
Mm-hmm.
though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I get over 50, I'm
Talking
I'm
about
trying to fight.
your teammates,
I'm
your
trying to fight
teammates.
something. No, the
Yeah,
other
you got to
team.
fight your team. For what?
It
For what?
is
Your
y'all too
teammates
good.
always
Because you're too
look.
good.
Your teammates too sorry. That's who you need to be fighting. Shoot. Yeah, take it out on them after the game. That's what need to happen. Shoot. We get whooped
Hey,
like that. They just done what they were supposed to do. Nigga, we the one that let
right.
them whoop our ass like that. Shit, man.
Okay, LSU got Grambling next week. That'll be a good
Oh Lord, Grambling. Well, that'll be their preseason game. Yeah, Grambling.
that'll be a good little bounce back.
Yeah, bounce back win, man. I ain't gonna do nothing for him
Look, as much
in
as I
the
would
rankings.
love to see an HBCU get some shine, I don't think it's gonna happen on that stage.
Not at all. Didn't I haven't Northwestern them went down there and played them before, right?
Oh yeah, plenty of
Yeah.
times.
When got that ass
Yeah,
tapped.
it don't ever really end well.
You know what I found? You know what I found out?
What's up?
Now, me and a couple of my partners, we went and watched the LSU game yesterday,
Mhm.
and we were just running about college football in Louisiana. And one of my partners told me who actually played for NSU. Um, I don't know the span or from what year he's talking. Maybe it's not that long ago, or maybe it's from I don't know how far back. Northwestern State is second behind LSU, I think, in putting players in the league.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Shout out the demons.
Uh huh.
Hey,
Yeah.
but when you think about it, it's a good place if you are like a star player to shine
Yeah.
because you
But
don't need that kind of talent.
this same partner, both his brothers went to the league from Northwestern State.
I mean, hey. So shout out to Northwestern, shout out to the program over there.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's what's up. Um, oh man, so was it was it Croatia? Lithuania.
Lithuania.
USA
Have that
basketball lost
flag.
the battle on the unbeatens, man.
You
Ah,
know what? I seen a few days before the game, I
yeah,
seen that what's it, how it's
Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Yeah, yeah.
Lithuania. Still feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Shout out if we got viewers over there. I know we got viewers.
Lithuania. Shout out to y'all. But no, man, I seen that they were undefeated. I was like,
Mhm,
damn, Lithuania's still undefeated, huh?
mhm.
But I mean, I don't even know who they have over there though. Who like what? Do they got an NBA star over there?
Dallas Eunice. Dallas Eunice.
Oh, yeah, I bet he
Yeah,
will.
big
Oh, because
bad.
we ain't big USA. We had this thing,
We lighting
guys, that
the ass, boy.
we had this thing where we think we don't need big men.
Right. We think we just throw a bunch of the athletic forwards out there and
Six
let
nine,
them work.
16 guys that's fast and can
Yeah.
shoot.
Maybe
That's the
trying to
ball over
recreate
here.
them dream teams kind of.
That's the ball over here, bro.
Yeah.
Like we think shooting and being fast
Well,
is
of course,
in athleticism. We think that that's like
top
that's
tier.
godly. That's
Yeah.
godly in the
And
basketball
look,
world. No,
and
you get some of
Lithuania,
these
these Europeans over there are beating us with
man. They
pump
playing
fake
team
pass.
ball. They playing team ball. They got big dudes down there banging. They out rebounding you. They technically sound. They
Mhm.
fundamentally sound. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna beat you. They making the right passes. I ain't see the game, but I can only imagine what was
Right.
happening.
Right.
And I'm sure this probably what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, but they,
I think this is
I think
a tougher time for the USA team than like any other time in history, though, because I think we just have a way bigger presence of, worldwide talent that's not playing for us.
hmm. Yeah, this is just the FIBA games. So
Yeah, yeah, I know.
by the time the Olympics come, I'm sure we'll put a team together to where
Yeah,
you know,
have more of a competitive advantage.
we'll
Yeah,
swag everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
crazy when you think about dudes like Luca that ain't playing for us, which his team didn't really seem to be doing that well though.
yeah.
Um, Schroeder over there,
I don't even think
I saw
Lucas
him.
should be playing. I don't think Lucas should be playing. Like,
Really?
no, not FIBA. No, not FIBA. He's a
Well, yeah.
superstar. Yeah.
But I mean, it's probably one of those deals where it's like they don't really have
Right.
that
And
many
probably he
opportunities.
probably the dude been professional since he was 13.
Yeah. So
So he used to playing ball like probably year round. Like
yeah,
and yeah, it's probably one of those things where anytime he can play for his country,
yeah.
since he plays over here,
Schroeder,
mainly.
Schroeder banged them boys up though. Germany banged them up.
Hey, you seen the coach over there trying to shoot it down, man. Shooter like, hey man, don't touch me. You think I'm the rest of these boys, man. You think it's high school or
I,
something?
I'm a superstar in America, fam. Don't play
Right,
with
right,
me.
right. I play in the States. We don't do that. What's wrong
Oh
with you?
man, I bet that's difficult though to have your superstar come back from the United
Man, you
States.
ain't finna sit me down as no grown man, bro. I don't care what type of yeah. Yeah, you ain't gonna sit me down. What you talking about?
Man,
Shoot.
who else I saw? Somebody else. The kid from Canada that was on the Duke team with
Talking
with
about
Zion. He's on the Duke team with Zion and Cam Reddish.
RJ Barrett
RJ, yeah, I saw
and
him out there
Shy
balling
Gilgis.
down.
Shy Gilgis now.
Okay, I ain't know
They
Shaq.
got a squad, bro. Canada
I didn't
got a
know
little
he was out
squad.
there. Okay.
Shy Gilgis from Canada.
Dang, that's
Uh
high.
they got a squad over there, bro. They got a squad.
All right. Um, well, shout out to them, man. But go USA, man. We got to get that gold.
Oh yeah, man.
That's
They'll
one of the
shake
things I
back.
feel like we always been upper echelon at.
They'll shake back.
Yeah. Uh, Shannon Sharp. Shay,
Oh
baby.
man.
They made
Yeah.
it to first take.
Yeah.
That
So
boy still
did you catch? You was at work, so you couldn't catch it.
yeah, but I watched a little bit of it before we started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I caught I think they just did like an hour today due to it being
Yeah.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
So I
That boy
caught it,
still thought he
man.
was on undisputed, didn't he?
Huh?
Boy still thought he was on undisputed. He said
Boy, say
he
skip.
said
Yeah.
skip
Yeah.
myself
I'm
time.
sorry. It's been 7 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. So I seen him say skip a couple of times, but um to me it seemed like he was still trying to kind of find
Yeah.
his place in the
The
show
rhythm. Yeah.
and get a little, it's his first day. So it's gonna take time for him to get comfortable. He wasn't like how you would be with the antics with Skip.
Yeah.
He wasn't really doing that today.
Yeah.
But I think as time go by, I think that'll come. I think that'll
Yeah.
come. But
I'm sure he has his
uh
own segments and everything, man.
yeah, bro. So to me, I'm looking at that and I'm like, man, and it was good to see, man. Despite what people say about Stephen A, you can't say that Stephen A don't look out for his own, bro.
Come on,
Because
man.
I watched Club Shay Shay episode with Stephen A. Shout out to Club Shay Shay podcast. Um, I watched that show and they were kind of talking about the situation with him leaving Fox,
Right.
and he was kind of like, well, man, um, Steve's like, what made you, you know, basically, say you wanted me to come to First Take. And Stephen A was like, man, I got love for you. And also because from what he said, they were cool
Right.
before all of this happened. Like they were in
It kind of
communication. They
seemed
was
like yeah,
cool.
they had a lot.
Yeah. So he said, man, basically when I think he said back in, was it '09? Something like that. He Stephen A had got fired from ESPN, and he was like, "Man, I felt like the whole industry was just trying to write me off." And
Mm,
he was like, "Man, but through my connections, thank God, I was able to get back in position." And he was like,
yeah.
"Man, I didn't know if you had those same connections." So that's why I went out publicly saying, "Hey, I want Shannon to come to first take if it can happen. If
Yeah.
of course, if the bosses agree." So I thought that was dope for him to look out for the man like that.
Right.
Now let's not graze over Shannon is a great TV personality, and he
Yeah,
definitely will be a big asset to First
he
Take.
always on for sure.
But still, as good as Stephen A's been, like he said, they were still trying to write him off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So and it was good to see. It was like two of the best sports personality guys on the number one show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was dope. It was dope. It was dope to see it.
I feel
But I
like
think
people
Shannon
always try to
deserves it.
pit us against each other, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like we just can't cohabitate, man. That's a brother that's top rated looking out for another brother that's top
No
rated.
doubt.
And it's beautiful to see. It was still entertaining. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
watered down, and I don't think it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to see, who gonna be the fresh dress off every
Oh,
day.
right. Yeah,
They coming with it.
I think Shannon gonna tear him up.
Yeah, he looked like he played in days that green, man.
Stephen A. have. I don't like how Stephen A. stuff fit him.
He old school Steve Harvey with it.
He is
Yeah,
kinda. He
somewhat.
still like it a little baggy.
Yeah.
I'm a fitted type of guy, especially with
Yeah.
a suit.
He more what was the show, man? Damn. Oh, he more the Steve Harvey show, Steve.
You just
And
said,
then
you
I'm
just said that.
boy. And then, but now I'm saying he more Steve Harvey show, Steve, and then Shannon more Family Feud, Steve. He done modernized it a little.
Right. No doubt. Yeah, like I said, I lean more towards the fitted
I
suits.
don't
You
know
know,
why I was thinking of hanging to Mr.
you
Cooper.
said
I was
it
thinking of
twice.
hanging to Mr. Cooper for some reason, bro. She laughed.
You said Steve Harvey twice. I'm like, wait, you just said that. I heard it the first time. But nah, man, it was good to see them two brothers up there though, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Let's get into the black business shout out, bro.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, man.
What you got?
Man, for today, we got another young lady that we met at the Black and Econ 2023 event. Shout out to them again. Twisted Shoes, coming with the freeze dried candy. So just all your different snacks and treats. If you want to add a little crunch to them, she coming with the Skittles, Laffy Taffies, whatever you can think of, fruit roll-ups, and then oh shoot, I got into this bag a little bit.
Yeah.
They be hidden. This is a good road snack for me on the way back. But you see it freeze dry, and they give you that little crunch to them if you like crunchy candies.
Okay.
These some of the fruit roll-up joints right here. Yeah, man. And she does all different assortments, man. So shout out to Twisted Chews. If you got your little sweet tooth, if you ain't got the sugars.
If you ain't got the sugars, man.
You just gonna be having the sugars, man. We can't do too much, man.
Hey, look. Now this is a testament to it, bruh. You can literally find anything that you into and monetize it. This is another one of those. This is some innovative stuff right here.
Nah, for real.
This is this goes to show that if you just gotta take the time and find your niche, man, and see how you can monetize it. I swear to God, it'll change your life.
Listen to yourself, meditate, whatever it is that you need to do to get in line and in tune with, hey, where do I want to be? And go with your move.
And do what feels naturally. Do something that you like, right? At least like, if not love,
Facts.
It makes it easier to do when you enjoy it.
That's it.
Nobody wants to do nothing for a career that they don't enjoy. Nobody wants to. Some people have to. They're stuck in that boat. But
many people.
yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Twisted Chews, man. Make sure you get with her. I think you said you had a Tales from the King this evening.
Did I? That was me. Oh man. Okay. All right.
Unless producer got something you want to tell us, he did a little stint that we ain't know.
Nah. I got it. Put me on the big screen, man, because I'm finna get a little, this is not like I say. This is damn near 10 years ago. Shit, if not close to it.
Yeah.
So this is a little chick, that I was courting.
Mm.
Well, we were courting. I guess you could say we was courting each other. It wasn't a thing where I was like running behind and trying to get her number. Like we were conversing, and we were talking consistently every day, texting. You know who I'm talking about, right? You already know.
You hear say court. I'm
Big
still
A,
out for
Big
that.
A, Big A, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 man. Shout out, man. So we were recording or whatever, talking and all of this, and she had at the time she had a guy that do you remember like she had like an ex
Mm-hmm.
that she was kind of like on and off with or whatever around that time. You don't
I,
remember that?
always, I always knew it as a boyfriend. I didn't know he was an ex, but hey,
See,
I help him.
yeah. So I think at this time, I don't think they were together.
They was
Now
on flip switch off at that point.
Now they were still messing around. They were still messing around. From what she said, now this is what she told. She kept it
Oh,
real. Like they
oh,
were
he was
still
a
messing
buck.
around
Okay.
from time to time.
Yeah.
But but she was like, we not together, but like I think that might have been like the only dude that she was had been messing with in negatives.
Okay.
So she just kind of kept it going or whatever. So, we start talking or whatever, we getting close and I'm already knowing this, but we getting cool, we getting kind of close or whatever. And I remember I think it was like homecoming one year. And the dude ended up coming up there.
Oh, to the cane. Okay.
You don't remember that? You don't remember?
I
You
think
probably
I
don't
do
remember that.
gotta recall that actually. I don't know, but
I
tell
don't
me,
think you wasn't there. I don't think you was there that day,
well,
but
tell me. I might remember you telling me the story
I
then.
might have. I may have. But yeah, so he come up there, you know, come to the front counter. I'm in the kitchen, sweating this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hide the motherfucker up in there. And he called her up there to the front counter. They talking and whatnot, and I'm like, damn, like a nigga back. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of definitely on the kind of tender side, right? Right then and at that time, I was on the tender side. I ain't gonna fake. See,
Mhm.
I was still in a place where I could do what I wanted to do
Sure.
because you know how I was up there at Burger King at the time. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Loose.
but don't disrespect me now. Don't disrespect me now, homie. Nah, look.
You were fast.
Nah, man. But I ain't like that. I ain't like that she brought that dude. Like that dude came up there for her, and I think she might even gave him something free.
Mm.
I'm like, bro. So
Smiling at him over the counter.
yeah, yeah. So uh, man, I can remember being like, man, I think I for a fact I know because I think she asked you like, "What's up with your boy?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's up with your boy? Now drove at her, man. I'm like, man, how you gonna bring this dude up here knowing I'm up, man? You ain't nah, don't let him come up here. You know what I'm saying? So I was mad at her for a few days. I remember we ain't really talked, but we had to see each other at work. So,
Yeah.
we ended up getting back cool or whatever. But I could just remember being, I'm like, bro, why would you bring this dude up? Then the dude big and swole and shit. I'm like, man, come on. I think he played football, as a
Oh,
matter of
yeah.
fact. Yeah, I think he played football, as a matter of fact. I'm like, man, what you bringing this big swole ass dude up here for, man? Yeah, man, she had hurt me with that one. I ain't gonna lie, man. But
Oh, man.
we ended up shaking back. But another thing, something else happened, and I think this happened before. Yeah, it definitely happened before that. So I'm in Frog Pond. This where I was living at the time when I was working there. When I was talking to her, we was both living in Frog Pond,
Okay.
and I had this chick over to the room, and that night we was just kicking, and I think that might have been like our first time coming by. We was just kicking it or whatever,
Mm.
and it's funny. Me and her were chick from Burger King, we were conversing already at this point. So I was a gentleman, so I'm gonna walk you to your car, and I'll get a little hug. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I walk her to the car. Man, as soon as we get down the stairs to her car, man, she
Oh,
pulling
oh,
in.
shit.
She pulling in. She pulling in, bro. Walk right by us and all that. I said, oh man. But she ain't really tripped though, cause it was a little early though. It
Okay.
was a little early in us talking. But like I say, but when she did that with him, we was tight. She wasn't supposed to do me like that. Like,
Come on, man.
nah, man.
Come on
Shout out.
now.
Nah, man. Shout
Nah,
out
you gotta
to her,
respect
man.
the work husband though, for real.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to the
yeah.
work
Don't bring
husband.
that
Go to
up
work,
here.
man.
Yeah, don't bring that up here. I run things up here, man. What's wrong with you? Nah, man. She was a cool chick though, man. At the end of the day, shout out to her wherever she's at.
Nah,
However she's
man,
doing.
for
Hopefully
real.
she's doing good.
Shout out. Uh,
Yeah,
shout out to all the work husbands across the world, man.
yeah. My younger days, man. And I was a good work husband. I didn't lie. I didn't
Kept
lie
it,
to any of them.
kept it a thou out, huh?
Yeah, I didn't lie to any of them, and I think it worked out for the best.
Indeed, man. Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Mhm.
Uh, let's see,
Oh
man.
yeah, and by the way, before
What's
we
up?
end, I just hollered at my partner that work at a nice dealership out in the Dallas area.
Okay.
They sell Bentleys.
Okay.
They get Bentleys. They sell Bentleys. They sell $200,000 cars. You did not need a degree to be a salesman
Okay.
at that lot. You know. So
All right, then.
I just had to get you because you know.
That's what's up.
Nah,
All right. Well, if you want to be in sales, don't go get a degree, guys.
you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Uh,
Don't
if
go waste that time getting all
if
them
you
loans.
if you plan on advancing something past that, then you might need a degree because there's also a whole bunch of different levels past being a salesperson in sales organizations. But that's all on you and your aspirations.
Maybe.
Uh, forget the American dream, chase your dream.
Yeah.
How about that?
Exactly.
It's the Rich Dream Show for your boy G. I am your co-host, Rodney Haynes III. Be blessed. Peace.